We're going to move on to topic number 9, and that is Shohei Ohtani. Shohei 6 in 6. The guy has been off the chain lately. Shohei has been a lot of fun to watch. We mentioned him a couple of weeks ago and how great he's been for the Angels. He continues to be on a tear. He hit 6 home runs in 6 games from June 15th to June 20th. 6 games, 6 home runs total. There was one game he actually didn't hit a home run. I think he pinch hit in that game. He only had 1 at bat. But all the other games that he hit in, he hit home runs, and including one game where he had 2 homers. So it's just been unbelievable, the kind of tear that he's been on. He's right now tied, I believe, for second in Major League Baseball with 23 home runs. Actually, I believe he's first. He's tied with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with 23 homers. He's also got 54 RBIs, excuse me, which I believe is like 3rd or 4th in Major League Baseball. His OPS is 996. He's almost over 1,000 in OPS. The guy's been unbelievable. He's going to be in the All-Star game. I don't see how he's not.
Yep.
I'm sure the country of Japan's going to rush to the voting booths for the Major League Baseball All-Star game. It's going to be great to see him there. I hope he's in the home run derby. Brandon, what do you think about Ohtani going on a tear like this?
Well, first off, hey, man, if you're new to our show, give us a subscribe here. Give us a like to Comeback Sports. And, you know, I always want to take time out to say we love Japan. We love our viewers from Japan. We've got some subscribers from Japan. We love you, man. Thanks for checking in. We're always going to be going back to Shohei because he's Showtime, man. And this is our Ohtani tracker, so we're just checking in with him. But, yeah, I mean, this guy's the MVP in my opinion. He's the MVP of Major League Baseball. I routinely said this, and I'll keep saying it. I don't even like baseball. But I'm watching it because Shohei Ohtani is bringing the eyes to baseball. He's bringing new viewers to baseball. He's bringing that excitement to baseball. He's bringing the true athlete back to baseball. And I love it, man. That's why I've been watching it, and I've been watching every second of Shohei Ohtani. And he is that superstar. And like I said, I know the Japanese fans are just loving seeing him tear up Major League Baseball right now, and I don't blame him. 23 home runs right now, a ton of RBIs. Then he gets on the mound, strikes out your best hitters. Oh, by the way, he can go in left field. He can go in right field. He can play center field. This guy can do everything, man. I wish he came to the United States and to Major League Baseball a couple years ago because he is just so exciting to watch. Hey, you want to check him for illegal substances? Be my guest. This guy is not using any illegal substances. The illegal substance he's got is in his blood, man. He's just that good. That's what I'm saying. He's just that good, man. He's got the guns. He can hit home runs. He can strike you out. I honestly, hey, man, put the guy in some catcher gear and put him behind home plate. I bet he could call a hell of a game behind home plate because he's just that good. He's that talented. So I'm just really enjoying every second of getting to watch this young superstar of Shohei Ohtani. But I really think the best of what you're getting to watch is when he gets in that batter's box. When he gets in that batter's box, he commands it. He just looks like he's ready to go. And I honestly think he's bringing a little fear into that box for the pitchers now. And I think the pitchers are knowing it, like the guy's leading leading the league in home runs right now. And if you make one mistake, he's putting it in the upper deck. And so I think just like we know when Barry Bonds or any of these other great hitters of the past, they would step in there, the hitter would kind of, you know, get a little duty in his pants because he's not sure what's going to happen. And then he makes that one mistake and maybe hangs a fastball over the wrong part, or maybe just, you know, puts the hanging ball out there a bit too much. You know, like I said, I don't even like baseball, so I'm probably coming up with all these horrible terms. But it's just really one of those things where if you make a mistake, Shohei Ohtani is going to make you pay for it in the batter's box. And then, like I said, he steps on the mound and he just tears it up, man. Check him for all the illegal substances you want. This guy is just legit that good. And on a side note, I'm enjoying all these checks for illegal substances with the pitchers, and the pitchers throwing their hats down and taking off their pants and their belts, and how mad the pitchers are getting. I think this is something that baseball needs. I think it's great. It's bringing more viewers to baseball and more excitement to baseball, and that's exactly what it needs. But Shohei Ohtani is the guy that is leading it all. But right now, he's got my vote for Major League Baseball MVP. And if he continues playing like this, I don't see how he can't be.
Yeah, he's been unreal, man. One of my favorite parts about the tweet that we saw earlier where the umps are checking for illegal substances with Shohei is like you mentioned, there were some other pitchers throughout Major League Baseball, including Max Scherzer, who it was ridiculous that they asked Max Scherzer 3 times if he had illegal substances. Joe Girardi was behind all that, and I'll just keep it there with Joe Girardi. But, and some of these other pitchers, Sergio Ramos with the Athletics and some other pitchers, you're getting upset. They're throwing their stuff down. They're unbuckling their pants. They're like, look, there's nothing here. They're getting all upset. Ohtani's in that video, and he goes up to the umps, and he's like having a blast. Like, hey, guys, just check whatever you want. Just check. Just go ahead. No problem. You can tell the umps are like, oh, this is a nice guy. Like, he's just doing what we asked him to do. This is great. And because he's that nice to the umps, they're probably not going to check him that much. So maybe if he does try an illegal substance, the umps are like, it's Shohei. He's a good guy. He won't do anything like that. But, yeah, he's just so much fun to watch. And baseball needs guys like this who bring eyeballs to, TV ratings, to the games, so forth, getting people back in the ballparks after the pandemic. And we mentioned characters when we talked about the Olympics. We mentioned characters talking about F1. This is another character. This time it's in Major League Baseball. And he's going to drive eyeballs to Major League Baseball. Fans from Japan, fans from other parts of Asia, and also fans here in America. He's just fun to watch, and it's a new, fresh face for America to enjoy watching baseball. And one of those players that, like you mentioned, he's a pitcher, and he's been great on the mound, but he's even better in the batter's box. He's one of those guys that pitchers fear as soon as he gets up to the plate. 996 OPS is awesome. If his average is only about 270, but it doesn't matter because he gets on base and he hits for power. So that's exactly what you want in a hitter. That's exactly what you get out of Shohei Ohtani. A lot of fun to watch, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's next with Shohei throughout this season.
Yeah, man, huge Shohei Ohtani fan. Definitely will be continuing to watch him with the Ohtani tracker, especially on this show. But I honestly think, like you said, this is the international superstar that every sport needs. And this is the one that baseball definitely needs. And I honestly feel like we haven't had an international superstar like this since going back to the other Japanese superstar, Ichiro Suzuki. And I was a huge fan of Ichiro, loved watching him. And I think you really got to start comparing these two and how they're really driving viewers to baseball and how they're, that international superstar and they bring that flavor and that power. But I honestly love Shohei. I love Ohtani, love what he's doing. But, I mean, he's still got a long way, I should say, to go to pass Ichiro and what Ichiro did to Major League Baseball and what he meant to Major League Baseball and to the Seattle Mariners especially. But I think Ohtani is well on his way to basically putting himself in that same ballpark, and we will definitely be covering him on this show going forward. And next week, we're going to bring a topic called Getting to Know Ohtani, where we're going to go back and look at, his time in Japan and his time in the Japanese league and what brought him to Major League Baseball. So we've got a lot more to cover with Shohei Ohtani. And I mean, he's given us something to cover every week. He's either hitting a home run or striking somebody out. Next, he's going to be pitching a complete game. I know he's got that in his repertoire as well. So there's a lot more of superstar Shohei Ohtani on this show. So keep tuning in and subscribing for it.